Despite being incarcerated, Blueface is apparently blaming Con for Junior's disabilities by releasing some bizarre tea. You obviously don't realize how messy this man is if you believed that Blueface's incarceration would stop him from being a threat and wreaking mayhem. You have been marginalized, fans. Observing the situation for a while now, claiming that the infant seems odd, but whenever someone brought it up, Con screamed at them, calling them haters, urging them to stop talking, and even accusing them of trying to hurt her child. Although Blueface has previously tried to alert us about Con, he is going above and above this time, and the streets are saying that while it is true that discussing a baby is extremely problematic, Miss Chrisean Sr. always plays the victim when someone brings up her son and his issues. You won't believe how serious the situation is in this case, as CPS is reportedly looking into Chrisean. We need to break it down because there is a lot going on. Accountability and makes it seem like everyone else is the problem instead of her. But a few days ago, she went live on Instagram to express her annoyance at Blueface, reminding her of their child whenever they fight. She just dated the new mysterious man, and as you all know, Blueface hates it when she dates someone else. He and Chrisean were married in a jailhouse ceremony last December, so we also know that he will be crashing out inside bars, as we realized immediately when we viewed this video. To prove that he is cheating on her with other ladies, he posted a video of his other side piece. However, he still lost it when Con began seeing someone else for whatever reason. Chrisean says he lost it so badly that he included their child Junior in it. As awful as it sounds, Blueface's abuse of the child shouldn't come as a surprise because he has been acting in this manner ever since Con disclosed her pregnancy. To all of your questions, Blueface really officially denied being the father in a tweet a few hours after she did. But it's all business, even though Rock and I are officially done. It was clear to me that it had not been administered prior to her announcing that she was pregnant and that the child was not mine when I tried it. Before I saw a DNA test, Rock had dated 10 different guys in the previous year, and the findings showed that the baby wasn't Blueface and wasn't mine. As expected, their relationship became very turbulent, filled with drama and back-and-forth disputes. However, Con finally decided to have a DNA test, and the findings showed that Blueface was the father. But we were all set if anyone thought that he would grow up or exhibit some regret after finding out he was a father. Instead, he became more disrespectful and, if anything, made it worse by pressuring Chrisean to get rid of the baby and threatening to punish her the same toxic way he had always treated her. He was obviously not interested in becoming a father or a true spouse. He would text Chrisean things like, "I won't even pretend to hide the fact that I will be a cheater forever. While I'm with the next young person, you don't want to be left at home with a baby, and considering how I already feel about you, you don't want to be stuck with someone like me." When Con refused, Blueface boldly declared on Twitter, "Whatever the judge is on my child support case, I told this girl I don't want the baby, and she's still got time to get rid of it, and she's forcing it on me. So you better make the grace right." He didn't just pressure her to end the pregnancy. He even tried to force her into it. Her goal is to trap me. Refrain from letting her win. He clarified that he would assume very little responsibility for the child and that he had no plans to ever pay child support, saying she still has time to put an end to all of this. Even after the child was delivered, however, he continued to demand. "I knew something was off. I doubt that's my baby," he would add foolishly when claiming to be the father. "I had no control over the DNA test, and it seemed a little odd when I read it. It seemed funny. Furthermore, why would you have a child in Bamor if the man claiming the child lives in Bamor and you are an alleged father who resides in Los Angeles? They appeared to be more alike than I am. How do you feel?" He said, "I have a baby mother and 2 kids. I am available until further notice. The best news is that I'm free for the entire year, but there are undoubtedly more." As he grew older, fans saw that Chrisean Jr. wasn't meeting the developmental milestones that a normal child would. There were rumors circulating that he was disabled, and Blueface was more than willing to jump on the bandwagon. He said that Chrisean's pregnancy-related actions were the root of Junior's issues. On his She Smoked a Blunt article, he revealed that she had smoked en route to the hospital. "I don't think I can get the kid for real. I don't intend to take the baby, but if you're not showing the right signs, I'll do what's best. We went to a concert on the way to the hospital about smoking before labor and smoking your way to delivery." He continued, "My son is not healthy because she drank, smoked, and got hit during her whole pregnancy. She couldn't even take 1 month off." Then he revealed that the baby was dragging her because of a hernia. "This is what my son D looks like, and she worried about me and little baby. He wrote as the caption for a very inappropriate picture he published of Junior's privates, and he was not interested in having it altered. Blueface exacerbated the situation by tweeting, "I'll post his D if I'd like to. It's my son. Who is going to advise me not to make a mistake? Stop talking." On Twitter, he then launched into a long tirade, saying, "Baby still hasn't had the surgery for his hernia. She's lying, talking about. I try to do the right thing to keep it private," he tweeted, "but this girl keeps going on and on. You're a crack baby, so go away. She is a mother. She's unfit indeed. In order to achieve it, she has been delaying the procedure and skipping the appointment." He also made an effort to disclose Chris's nose sweets. "Fix our son's seat first. Then go find somebody else to ride," she says, referring to me and my seat even though he is well. Please tag her in this post, on her page, or in any other way you can so that I can no longer be the focus of her attention. The thing she wants, I thought it was surgery when I traveled to Baltimore, but they claimed she didn't show up. Notwithstanding this, Sisson declined to accept accountability, claiming that Blueface's real goal was to take the child away from her. "Don't sit here and rely on it now," she warned, adding that Blue is aware that his surgeon visit has already been scheduled. "Blueface, I've been attending all these appointments in Baltimore, and suddenly you draw this card. Attempting to have my child taken away from me at a time when I'm practicing my ideals, she started to rebrand and pretend that she was quitting Blueface at this point because people were starting to see through her behavior. She never accepts responsibility for her acts, as fans have remarked. She attempted to place the blame on Blueface by claiming that he had a soul tie with her. She also wrote negative thoughts like, "I would rather not be rocked anymore. I would rather not be famous. I messed up. I should have stayed in school. But I have to separate my heartbreak from the biggest thing I prayed for in the beginning. But I'm not going to move out of fear. I'm fine with moving on. I'm fine with letting go. I'm fine with letting go of anything that's not for me. Having a child won't stop me from earning money, learning, expanding my love, and spending time with myself. I'm fortunate and highly favored. So that's all that matters at the moment. Because I will ultimately prevail, I am eager to share my experience, including its highs and lows. Anyone who wants to support this child, I need a $1. She also claimed that she was interrupting Blueface, saying, "Tell him no, that was a step today. But how can you break a soul tie? I had to stand back because it was unacceptable to my son that I was still giving him a piece of myself. How could a man still be attracted to me even when he has no desire to father my only son? Man, today, this guy reached out to me and I nearly fell for it. What the hashtag am I doing for real? Was what I was thinking." As she continued, she looked at my child and said, "Hold up, cut the immature selfishness out." That didn't work because it became out that Junior might have more significant issues than we initially believed. Now that I'm feeling bad about myself, I'm telling you to stop hitting me and locate another unclean and dangerous bead of cream on you. Plus, homie, or you might hashtag around and obtain HIV from your movements. During Chrisean's furious Instagram live in January, when she was defending getting a tattoo of Blueface's mug image on her face, people couldn't help but notice that something wasn't quite right. In the background, Junior could be heard sobbing, but his tone of voice suggested that something might have gone awry. However, on top of all of that, more concerns arose over the possibility that Junior was having eyesight issues. He appeared to be looking into space in several movies, but not he managed to hold his head up. But something still seemed off, as most babies his age frequently do when they are watching activities or reaching for things. Supporters, however, are positive that she is in denial, and it seems that things escalated to a new level of worry when it was brought to light during Junior's first birthday celebration that he was incapable of walking or even standing on his own. By holding him up on her legs, Chrisean did her best to make it look as if he was standing. But fans were able to see through all of that. Fans couldn't help but perceive it as yet another warning sign, given the pre-existing concerns, even if it's true that not all kids are walking by their first birthday and that children develop at their own pace. And it didn't stop there. Janet, a former acquaintance of Crone, came forward to say that Crone was unaware of Junior's health and that she had attempted to get him the assistance he required, but Crone had blocked her efforts. To illustrate the depth of her denial, she brought Junior to a recent function, where everyone could see that he is still not getting the assistance he might require at the age of 2. Scarcely managed to keep his head up. For many, it only confirmed their concerns that something is wrong and that Crone is doing everything in his power to avoid dealing with it. It was heartbreaking to watch. Even Blueface's mother, Carissa, claimed that Crone was the reason behind Junior's issues. The fans and you have been calling for Chrisean's arrest and stating things like, how is Chrisean not in jail for what she did to her baby, an obvious child, and lack of care? What state is she claiming to live in, for crying out loud? She is evading the CPS, and Gond should be imprisoned for incompetence and child endangerment, as well as intentionally hurting a baby. In addition to not acknowledging others or making eye contact, Junior is also not walking as a result of everything they attempted to get rid of him throughout his performance. The rumor on the street, however, is that Blueface formally reported child endangerment to CPS while incarcerated. Informal investigation seems to have resulted from that, and Chrisean's future appears to be in doubt. But fans are positive that he didn't care for Lilin Jr. Rather, he made this claim mainly because he was jealous of Chrisean's decision to go on with someone else. Please feel free to comment below with your thoughts on this, and don't forget to watch the next video.